Hey guys! So, I am back with another video. I think this is less than a month apart. I'm doing well. With my videos, not necessarily in life. I mean, I'm doing well in life too. Alright, disclaimer, I'm really tired, and I recorded this video, already, but turns out it was not recording. So this is not my fresh reaction, however, it was still requested, so I still do want to make it. I don't think my reactions, honestly, are going to change that much, though, from the first time I watched it. But again, to the person who requested this, Jamal Masawa, sorry that it gets... okay. Sorry that this is not a, in the moment reaction, but I definitely don't mind watching it again. There'll only be audio. I know some people do show like some video, but yeah, okay.
Action menu, heading level 3, visit link, dress, visit complimentary, YouTube.
I love spoken word, by the way. So I was happy for this.
What are we doing here? And where are we gonna go?
Age-old question.
It's like we just woke up one morning, and then it's welcome to the show. Don't ask any questions, just go with the flow. Make as much money as you can, and try your best not to get broke.
Western
Copy everything
society
you see
in a
on the
nutshell.
TV, from the hairstyles to the clothes, and don't think too often, just do exactly as you're told. And if you ever get confused, then just turn towards the alcohol. You'll still hear your thoughts, then just turn up the radio as you learn to live a lifestyle of drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
Okay, so when he said this the first time, I definitely thought this
But in
sounds like
all
the rock and roll
honesty,
life.
I just need to know, is there more to the cycle than growing and getting old? Living and dying just to leave behind a happy home and a whole lot of property that somebody else is going to own.
Again, super
I
deep.
just really need to know before the casket's closed, cause I'm not willing
Okay, so
to
that part
gamble
gave me
with my
chills last
soul,
time,
nor am I
and
ready
again.
to take any chances. These are just simple life questions, and I'm just searching for some answers. Like, what are we
Aren't we
doing
all?
here? And what is our purpose? How did we get here, and who made us so perfect? And what happens once we go, or is this
Perfect's
world all really
relative.
worth it?
But I get what you're coming
Questions
from.
we don't answer because apparently we don't really have to. There's no purpose to this life, and our existence is merely natural. Then in that case, please let me ask you, did you create yourself, or was it somebody else who had
Goosebumps are real.
fashioned you? Cause you're a being that's impeccable, faultless, and unparalleled. You're a product
I
of
wish more people
supreme
believed that.
intelligence, and I'm merely being rational. For there isn't a camera on this earth that can come close to the human eye, nor a computer that can compete alongside the human mind. And if the whole world was to come together, we wouldn't be able to create a single fly. So many signs, yet we still deny. As science tries to justify that all this could come from none, when it's a simple sum. 0 plus 0 plus 0 cannot possibly ever give you 1.
Okay, you guys know my
So
math
from
trouble.
where did
and
all this
I can agree with
come?
that one.
But everything has its origins, a maker, a creator of its own. I mean, the only
I do
reason
believe
you're
that.
watching this video is because somebody had to press upload. So we can believe in the Big Bang, but I'd rather believe in He who caused it to explode. Allah,
I agree in
the
the
creator of
power.
everything,
I believe
along
in
with
the power
every single
that
soul.
created it to explode.
The ever-living, the master, the only one who is in control. Unlike his creation, beyond our imagination. And no, he's not a man, nor does he have any partners in association. He's on his own. And no, he did not ever leave us alone.
It must be a really lonely existence to be
Just
God
like every
or
manufacturer, he left us with an
goddess
instruction manual.
yeah.
The Quran and Islam, and I'm sorry to jump to conclusions, but it's the only one possible. The only definition of God is the one and only supreme being. It's logical. A book with 0 contradictions, with miracles that are both scientific
Shots
and
fired at Christianity.
historical, all revealed over 1400 years ago. like the detailed description of the human embryo.
The descriptions of the human embryo in the Quran cannot be based on scientific knowledge in the 7th century.
To the mountains as pegs holding firm the earth below, and the two seas that don't mix in a complete separate flow. To the planets in orbit, alternating night and day as they stay in flow. The expansion of the universe and the creation of everything from H2O. To the stories of the past and the preservation of Pharaoh. To identifying the lowest point in the land where Persia defeated Rome. The gushing fluid that created man in the glands between the ribs and the backbone. And not a word has changed, it's still the same. So please explain how all this was known over 1400 years ago. To a man who couldn't read or write as he would recite whatever the angels spoke. And if you still don't believe, please try to come up with something that's even
kind of
close.
how I feel about with most organized religions, not
so
just
we took
specific,
God as a mockery and his
about
messages
Islam,
as a joke.
But I'll get back to that when this is over.
Somebody who can't read or write will start a religion.
Dismiss these scriptures as legends and tales of the ancient folk as we live life according to our whims, desires, and hopes. Saying this life is the only home we will ever know. We will live then die, then simply turn to bones. Low. Correction, after the grass dies, the rain arrives and it regrows. And Allah promises to do the same thing to your very soul. And bring you back from your very fingertips to your toes. As the all-seeing supreme being watches us so close. And we are surely being tested. In our wealth, our health, and our self, and everything that we've been blessed with. So believe, for we will surely be resurrected. And be brought back to our Lord and account for every single deed. As He hands us our books and orders us to read. From the bad to the good and everything in between. You yourself are sufficient for your own accountability. So don't be mad at me. You are the one who thought you wouldn't come back to me. I gave you a
always
whole
attribute things to you,
life
like the devil or another power. Well, in Christianity.
All that which was temporary. So read. And glad tidings to all those who believed. And if you disbelieve, read. And don't let that day be the first day you find out what your life really means. Read.
I think it's over. Yeah, okay. So, wait, let me close my laptop before something autoplays. Okay. So I agreed with a lot of it. The points that I disagreed with, as I sort of said as it was going on, was just like the points when we actually get to the main points of the religion, so it's the meaning of life, Muslim spoken word, and I feel like, so obviously, you know, it's going to be from the perspective of Islam, but other than, you know, how religion came to be, or how our perception of ourselves came to be, you know, 1400 years ago, with Muhammad, I agree with all of it. But my thing is, I feel like each religion's discovery from, as a religion minor, I should probably brush up on my Judaic history, but from, you know, like the tablets on Mount Sinai, is that right? Like the 10 Commandments and stuff? Somebody, you can correct me in the comments. From like that to Jesus' crucifixion to Muhammad and, you know, not being able to read, and, you know, and even further back to the pagan religions of Europe and the Eastern, well, not only, well, I was gonna say Eastern Asian, but I meant to say Eastern. I'm sorry, my words, they're not coming out right. Okay, but, you know, like, I feel like each religion has its truth, and so I don't agree with any one perspective, and so, you know, he talks about reading, and I completely agree with that, but I feel like that should be the case for all religious texts, I think I said that right. So I wear a cross and a pentacle. I was raised Christian. I like what the pentacle has symbolized over the years. I like to think that I'm more spiritual. And I sort of pick and choose different things from different religions. I have a rosary over my bed. I also have dream catchers. And, like, I do agree that science tries to explain away much, but it cannot explain away everything. I like to believe that this is not our only life. I feel like that doesn't mean we should neglect living it. And, wow, the train of thought just completely derailed. But yeah, so I feel like, we should explore, we should read all religions. And if you come to Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism, Taoism, Confucianism, I feel like one thing I have learned from my religion classes is that a lot of those, like I think Hinduism is viewed as a way of life rather than necessarily religion, like a philosophy of life. But like you'll come to those on your own, and like that might be how you explain things away. I don't judge atheists, but I struggle to understand. Like, I can't imagine living in a world where there's no continuity, there's just once we're gone, there's nothing. Like, I struggle to imagine that's it. He said that once the grass dies, water comes and it regrows, and I like to believe that that's what's in store for us. And I feel like that can be or should be a universal belief. However, I noted in the last video that actually was not recorded that I didn't realize how like close in proximity this is to the events in New Zealand. And I don't understand persecution. Like, every marginalized group, so from an American perspective, if you're not a cis white Christian heterosexual man, you faced or will face some sort of persecution. And then even cis white Christian heterosexual men faces persecution from all the people that they've persecuted. And, like, it's just a continuous cycle. And there's a point in the video when he talks about if all of humanity came together, we won't be able to create a fly. And I realize that I'm taking slightly out of context, but I like the idea of humanity coming together and then appreciating the beauty that is created, that and acknowledging, that science cannot explain away everything, that regardless of whose creed you follow, where you choose to believe, that you are aware that you're a part of a greater whole. I am definitely getting chills. I actually like reacting to this a second time because I feel like there are a few points that I didn't acknowledge when I first watched, and just my thoughts are a lot more coherent, even though I'm still slightly my brain is deteriorating, but my thoughts are more coherent. Thank you, Jamal, for recommending this video. I love spoken word, so people definitely recommend more things for me to react to. This was fun. And tell me what you think in the comments below. Yeah, okay. Good night. Have a good night or day. I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload this, but enjoy. Okay. Be forewarned. Wait, no, I think I already told you guys that I'm tired. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. You can just stare at my lovely face.
Next button. Link post K button. Pressed.
Okay.
0 30 of 6 51. 6 in slider. 0 0 30 of 6 0 30 of 6 0 30 of 6 0 30 0 30 of 6 0 30. Out slider. Featured underscore channel
Why do I make you start from the beginning?